Alright, hello everyone, it's me once again, and today's topic has been brought up to me many times on my Instagram comments. And this has gotten to do with a lot of Tinder dates, because as you guys know, I post a lot of my Tinder dates on Snapchat, and that brings a question of people asking me just in my comments, like, do these guys know that she's trans? Like, do they know she's trans? Does she tell them or does she not? And I'm going to talk about that today with you guys. So I have two things I've always wondered to myself, and that is, well, do you tell them or not? Now, before, my one theory was always tell them, before I would always think to myself, like, I'm just going to tell them, get it over with. If, they don't like it, then they go. I don't waste my time getting to know them. They don't waste their time getting to know me. It's just that. But, if you guys don't want to stay, then that's cool. So before, I was just more of just like, just tell them straight up. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. If they do, they do. So I didn't want to waste my time. I didn't want to waste their time. So I was up to that until about like a month ago. So I would always tell them, every single date that I've been on, I would always tell them until a month ago. I was just like, I thought to myself, like, well, why am I doing this? Like, I just thought to myself, like, I became a woman to live life as a woman. So why am I reminding myself every day and every time I meet someone that I was born male, So it just always came to my head, like, if I did this so long ago, why do I have to speak up about it every single time I meet someone? Why do you need to remind every single person, let alone remind me that, hey, I wasn't born female, It's like, I know I wasn't born female. It's the whole reason why I did this in the first place. It's the whole reason why I became trans, is to be a woman, but yet here I am having to remind myself every day, it's a why, And so ever since then, I just thought to myself, I don't even know this person yet. It's only going to be one date. Who knows? We might not even have a second date, so why am I opening something so big about myself on the first date? Why am I spilling this big secret of mine? But then again, I can also see why you would want to tell them, because it's you want to I always thought of both ways. One way why you should tell them is because what if they're not cool with it? You literally just wasted their time, and then they wasted your time, and it's you want to be upfront about it, and it's just that, and that's the main reason why I can think of why you should tell them. But as reasons why you shouldn't tell them is because, one, you barely know the person. Why would you open up something that big about your life on the first time meeting them? What have they done that you need to owe it to them to tell them? And second, it's again, like I said, repeating this again, but this is something that I did such a long time ago. Why would I need to remind myself that I wasn't born a fucking woman? And it's just why am I gonna go through the time of just being treated like I wasn't born a woman, with the whole rejection, oh, I'm not into trans, I'm sorry, why am I gonna put myself through that? I didn't become a fucking woman to deal with that every single time I go out with someone. Third reason is this is how it's supposed to be, like it or not, guys treat you differently if you're a fucking real woman, because it's just how it's supposed to be, The minute they find out you're trans, they just treat you like a sex object. They tell you stuff like, oh wow, I've never experienced with one, I've never had a first trans, and it's yo, what the fuck? You were just all cool about it, but then now they know I'm trans, you're gonna get all sexual and just treat me like a fucking sex object? Are you kidding? No. So it's if you don't tell them, it's they treat you like how you're supposed to be treated, because you are a fucking woman, It's you did all this, you've gone this far to be treated for what you are, not to a woman. And it's when you don't tell them, they treat you like one, they respect you like one and stuff, and the minute you tell them, they just flip out, they just act like a completely different person. They see you in a different way. So it's just why are you gonna put yourself through that? Why would you go through all this only to be treated like a fucking tranny? So it's so that's why I just don't tell them. Now it's just I wait for a third date, maybe a second date, and then I sit them down and I tell them, and from there they already met you. It's better to, this is what I learned from my friend Eden, is that once they meet you already as a woman, they can't see you in any other different way rather than what they already met you as. And if you tell them through text, you know, they haven't met you, they're picturing like this tall dude, deep voice, boy in makeup kind of thing, you know. But if they meet you and they see you for a woman, they see what you are in person. They see, like, that's all they see you as is a fucking woman. And once you tell them, it's gonna be hard for them to go from seeing you as this beautiful goddess to like a man. And that's how guys will see you as. It's like once you tell them they're trans, they'll just think of you as like a man, you know, because that's how guys are. Unless you have like an open-minded person. But if they're closed-minded, that's what they're gonna see you as. And so it's like, once they already meet you for who you are, they can't take that back. So it's just like, I'd rather just tell them 2-3 dates later and like have them already like met me for me, already like spoken to me as me, and just like, it's so much easier that way, because then once they already met you for who you are, then they can place their judgment rather than just assuming what you would look like and everything, you know? Do you get what I'm saying here? But I mean, even as like before, when I would tell them, I did have a couple guys who were cool with them. Like, they didn't care at all, you know, because like those are the guys that were cool with it, where they just see you as a woman. But some guys are closed-minded, and it's sad, but they will see you as a guy still, and some just might not be into it. And you know, it's just how life works. There's closed-minded people and there's open-minded people. If you have an open-minded person, you're lucky, but if it's a closed-minded person, I'm sorry, but it's just how it is, and that's the real world out there, and you can't change it. So up until a month ago, I would tell every single guy I've been out with that I was trans, but now I just don't, because now it's just like, why even bother? Like, dude, come on, like, this is how life is supposed to be, you know? Like, I did all this for life that I deserve, and how it's like, how I'm supposed to be treated, and that's a fucking woman. So pay for my fucking dinner, treat me like a woman, and let's call it a day. But I want your guys' thoughts, and I also understand how it could be dangerous if, you know, they find out and they're not cool with it. But it's like, from there, that's when you deal with it at the moment. But so far, it hasn't happened to me. So I'm cool, but until it does, I'll update you guys and see how it goes. But most likely, I'll fight my way out of it, because, you know, life puts you in risky situations, and those are the things that you take, and you just take them in, and you just like, I honestly like challenges. I love risky situations. It gets me thinking, and the adrenaline rush just goes high. So like, if that ever happens, I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it. I'm always up for an argument, so they want to argue with me about why being trans is wrong, go for it. I love arguing. I'm pretty like, I'm a bitchy person sometimes too. So you want to argue? Let's argue. If you want to pick a fight, arms are up, let's pick a fight. I'll fucking fight you, I don't care, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, I understand why it could be both good and bad to tell them and not tell them. However, I want your guys' opinion, so let me know in the comments down below what you guys would do, and, you know, just kind of see where I'm coming from here. And I want to get a good vote, so I'm going to use a like button and a dislike button, because reading comments will just be too much. There will be way too many comments for me to read. So give this video a thumbs up if you think we should tell them that we are trans before meeting them. Give a thumbs down if you think we shouldn't tell them. That way I can just look at the like button and see how many of you guys like agree with and not agree, you know? I hope you guys can get what I'm saying from this video, and just try to look at it from both perspectives. Anyway, so to clear up the answer, do I tell them that I'm trans? I used to, but now I don't. And that's that. You can go ahead and follow me on all my social medias. They'll be linked down in the description box down below. And just subscribe for more videos, because I'm back now, so I'll be making more videos. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a happy 4th of July, since it is the 1st of July today. So, the 1st of July? Anyways, it's the 1st of July today, so I hope you guys all have an amazing 4th of July, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!